Did you ever dial the phone and forget who you're calling? Don't you feel dumb? You don't know whether to hang on and hope you recognize the voice or not. Then when you remember who it was, you have to call back, so you change your voice so they don't think you're a moron, right? Did you ever look at yourself in store windows when you're walking past the stores? Hey, I look cool in the store window, man. Have I done these jokes before tonight? Please tell me. Why is there no blue food? I can't find blue food. I can't find a flavor of blue. I mean, green is lime, yellow is lemon, orange is orange, red is cherry. What's blue? There's no blue. Oh, they say blueberries. Blue on the vine, purple on the plate. There's no blue food, man. Where is the blue food? We want the blue food. Probably it bestows immortality. They're keeping it from us. Have the blue food, please. I'll take my vitamin. Take vitamins? Did you ever travel with vitamins? Oh, well, I mean, if you take a lot of vitamins, and they're not the kind that says Joe's vitamin on the side, but plain-looking vitamins, and you have a whole lot of them, you don't take the whole big jumbo thing on the road, take as many as you need, and they're not marked, and the jar you put them in isn't marked, and if a policeman really wants to give you a hard time, he can hold you overnight while they check the vitamins. That's why I travel with Flintstone vitamins. The term jumbo shrimp has always amazed me. What is a jumbo shrimp? I mean, it's like military intelligence, the word.
Well, I knew that with a name like George, I would have to add something else. Any old name can have emotion for you, though. Even a brand name. Product names have things you expect from them. You have a little emotional investment in certain names. I mean, you wouldn't eat Goodyear pancakes, right? Any more than you would drive an Aunt Jemima tires, right? It's just, you have feelings, you have expectations about it. If Janitor and a Drum made a douche, no one would buy it. There's no market. It's like 20 Mule Team mini pads, man. Sorry, Dan. There's no market for them. Raid feminine hygiene spray. Raid! Wow. That's what they call them. Feminine hygiene spray. They're underleg deodorants. Why did they avoid that? It's obvious. Underarm, underleg. Why did they avoid that, you know? I guess it's because you have two armpits, you only have one leg pit. That's it. Well, I think things ought to be named for what they are. I think there ought to be a little more truth in names. You know, they've tried to clean up advertising claims. Let them clean up some of the names like Excello and Acme and Ace and Top. Bullshit. Like things to be called what they are. Like to bring out a new car, the 1977 piece of shit. A division of United Consumer Fuckers. Yeah, company names are fun. Whammo is a toy company. Aren't you glad it's not an airline? Would you get into Big Whammo Bird, huh? There's some just plain old words that are sort of fun to think of or look at more closely than usual. Things like hot water heater. Have you ever thought of hot water heaters?
Pardon me? I said I'd like to buy a hot water heater. What the hell for? Hot water doesn't need to be heated. You must want a cold water heater. How about a hot water cooler?
Yeah, some words are fun. Words like flammable. Flammable, inflammable, and non-inflammable. Why are there three? Does it seem to you as though two words ought to be able to handle that idea? I mean, either the thing flams or it doesn't flam. Now, flammable, that's the one that's on the side of the truck. Flammable. As if you're going to get out of your car at 60 miles an hour and smoke on his truck, right? Flammable. I found out the reason it says that on the truck is so that just in case you should be spinning out of control at 70 or 80, heading for the truck, you'll know what it was that happened, you know? Gives you a chance to make a few plans, you know? Put the cigarettes out, put the cigarettes out. And of course, there's a moment just after beginning to blow up when you stop blowing up for just a moment and you say, fucking flammable. Then, of course, you do continue to blow up. Nothing we can do about that. Jumbo shrimp. Indeed. What do you expect when you order that? What will arrive? Will it be a large shrimp or a little jumbo? Jumbo shrimp. Those words don't even go together, man. That's like military intelligence. They have that, too. How did they do that? There's another phrase like that, business ethics. Say, we're discussing business ethics. Yes, no wonder we couldn't hear anything over here. That's like a plastic glass. They have them. Mine isn't. Mine's a glass, goddammit. But they have the... Get me a plastic glass. Well, I'll see what I can do. Pretty soon they'll have nylon rubbers. They do. They have nylon rubbers. What the fuck? Hey, all right, Ed. None of your filth. Sure, man. Hey, Three Moans wasn't bad so far, about an hour and a half. Now, hold on, I have a real great idea. As soon as I think of it, we're all going to laugh our asses off. Right? The airline has given us a lot of strange words and expressions and ways to look at language that they force us into. We have words like, from the airline, like deplane. I've never deboated, I've never debussed. By God, I've deplaned. We'll be deplaning through the forward door. I'm already on deplane. That's what they tell you. Get on the plane. Get on the plane. Fuck you, I'm getting in the plane. Let Evel Knievel get on the plane. I'll be inside with you folks in uniform. You seem to know where to sit. Airlines got a load of things. They tell you to go to your gate. Go to your gate. There's no gates. Have you ever seen a gate at the airport? There ain't no fucking gates. Where the hell are the gates? They have a lot of doorways. They have a lot of pathways. They have a lot of carpeting. They have a lot of seats. They got rostrums and podiums. They got railings. They got velvet ropes. There ain't a goddamn gate at the airport. Shit, I've missed 3 planes looking for my gate. Gate 49. Goddamn, there must be a bunch of them around here someplace. Where are they? And airlines also have another thing called a non-stop flight.
Not me, bullshit. I insist that my flight stop. Preferably right at the end.
That's when they tell you you'll be landing shortly. Does that mean we're going to miss the runway, honey? No, it just means we're on our final approach.
It's when they tell you to put your seat back forward. Wow. You mean one time or a lot of times, honey?
Put your seat back. I don't bend like that. And then, one further example of the airline's perversion of language. When two airplanes almost crash right into each other, up in the...
Ladies and gentlemen, George Carlin.
Talk about a live show. Wow. Nice to see you. Welcome, and thanks for joining us live. I'm kind of glad that we're on at night so that we're not competing with all the football and baseball games. So many, man. All the time. And this is the time of year when there's both, you know? Football's kind of nice. They changed it a little bit. They moved the hash marks in. Guys found them and smoked them anyway. But you know, football wants to be the national, or the number one sport, national pastime. And I think it already is, really, because football represents something we are. We are Europe Junior. When you get right down to it, we're Europe Junior. We play the Europe game. What was the Europe game? Let's take their land away from them. You'll be the pink on the map, we'll be the blue, and they'll be the green. Ground acquisition, and that's what football is. Football is a ground acquisition game. You knock the crap out of 11 guys and take their land away from them. Of course, we only do it 10 yards at a time. That's the way we did it with the Indians, one by little. First down in Ohio, Midwest to go. I think it's not surprising that football buys and try. Let's put it this way. There are things about the words surrounding football and baseball which give it all away. Football is technological. Baseball is pastoral. Football is played in a stadium. Baseball is played in a park. In football, you wear a helmet. In baseball, you wear a cap. Football is played on an enclosed rectangular grid, and every one of them is the same size. Baseball is played on an ever-widening angle that reaches to infinity, and every park is different. Football is rigidly timed. Baseball has no time limit. We don't know when it's going to end. We might even have extra innings. In football, you get a penalty. In baseball, you make an error. Whoops. The object in football is to march downfield and penetrate enemy territory and get into the end zone. In baseball, the object is to go home. I'm going home. And in football, they have the clip, the hit, the block, the tackle, the blitz, the bomb, the offense, and the defense. In baseball, they have the sacrifice.
It's my theory that old folks and kids got a lot in common. For one thing, they both look like this. We call them both farts.
right? Cute little farts and old farts. I'm just an old fart.
But mainly, they're both discriminated against because of their age. How old they are or how old they aren't. That's how it starts out. You're too young. You're not old enough. Pretty soon they're saying, sorry, you're too old.
Jesus, that was quick. I was standing right here.
Yes, old folks are really just bent kids, you know? Used children. Sure, it's in between that we forget how to act. In between those two states. And that awe, you know, and that innocence that we have to act a certain way. I'm 21 now, gotta stand, talk, and walk a certain way. How do you do? I'm 25, 30 now. How do you do? I'm grown up, 35, 40. How do you do? Play some golf? Good to see you. Say hello to the wife. 45, 50, I'm 55, 60, 65, I'm 70, 75.
Oh, now I can piss in my pants again, man. God damn, I won.
Woo! So anyway. Kids, besides being too young, are also too little. It's another thing they have to put up with. They're too goddamn little. You've noticed them, haven't you? I won't laugh in front of them, man, but they're too fucking little. Kids spend all that time, all those important years, way the hell down there. Teeny little things. They really do start you out small when you're a kid, don't they?
Look at this, Dan. We've got a kid.
What you gonna do with him?
Gonna raise him. Don't plant him too deep, you know.
Sure, for all those years you're stuck down there and the whole world's up here. Or you're stuck down here and the whole world is up there. Everything's up there. Everything's built for them. All the furniture, right? No, they give you one little table and a couple of chairs in your room, you know. But your brother sits on it and breaks it, right? You're stuck. Everything's up there.
Hey, pardon me. Hey, look out for a cigarette, will you? Ouch, goddamn. Hey, you want to look for the cookies? Would you look for the cookies, please? Yeah, they're up there. They're not down here. They don't keep them here. They keep them up there. I can't see up there at all. I've never seen it up there. I wouldn't know where to look. They're up there somewhere. Just take a look around, would you? Would you please look around? Just give it a chance. Give it a try. Just look everywhere. Open everything up. Open everything. Look at everything. Up high. Do you know where they are? He knows where they are. Tell him, man. Tell him where they are. He knows where they are. Give me help. Hey, tell him. Just tell him. Just tell him you know. Hey, come on. Hurry up. Please, you come. Come on.
Yeah, man. You don't know much down here. Well, you know about the nap of the rug. Have a pretty clear idea about the migration of dust in an urban apartment. You know where all the electrical outlets are. Makes you handy as hell the week before Christmas.
Come here, Dad. I'll show you. Come on. I ain't going over here. Right here. This one had a brown mark on it.
Sure, you're just a little guy down here, and your handle is extended. That's the thing they use to take you places. Come on, we're going downtown. Whoa! And simply because you're so small, just because you're tiny, they pick you up and throw you in the air.
You don't see them throwing each other in the air, do you?
It isn't safe.
Just you, because you're teeny.
Your uncle comes over on Thanksgiving.
Whoa, boy. Look at him. Ain't he a teeny? Goddamn, I'm gonna throw him up in the air. Come here. I got him. I got you. Hold on. I got him. Okay, you go there. Okay, I got him. Oh, Margaret, I'm sorry. I lost him in the sun. We got any turkey left?
Yeah, there were rules. I wasn't too good at rules myself. Well, I was good at breaking them. You'd think that would count, you know? It's a category. No such luck was marked against you. Didn't have a lot of luck with them because they didn't all seem logical to me. For some reason or another, some of them seemed dumb. Now, there were good rules, to be sure. There were some fine rules. No running with the scissors. That's one I always obeyed. Made sense to me. Shit, this big mother will go right through me. What are you doing? I'm not running with the scissors. Another good rule was no sticking your head out of the high-speed railroad train window. God damn, Dad, good rule. Oh, yeah. Doesn't want us to get our heads chopped off. Fucking great. Must be having a great day, Dad. There were some rules that were not so intelligently drawn, I felt. Some things that didn't make a lot of sense. No running in the halls. Hey. Why? Because it looks like fun, that's why. No running in the halls. Where are you gonna run, in the rooms? Gotta keep turning in the rooms, man. Can't get up any speed at all in a room. Hallways made for running. Another dumb rule I thought was no singing at the table. Why? One guy with a bad voice 100 years ago fucked it up for everybody else? Why? No singing at the table. Why? Because I said so. First sign of a dumb rule. Yeah, you can stand right next to the table all during dinner and sing your ass off. It's not covered by the rule.
Here's one more item for you, the last in our civics book. Rights. Boy, everyone in this country's always running around yammering about their fucking rights. I have a right, you have no right, we have a right, they don't have a right. Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights, okay? They're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman. The Three Little Pigs, Pinocchio, Mother Goose, shit like that. Rights are an idea. They're just imaginary. They're a cute idea. Cute. But that's all. Cute and fictional. But if you think you do have rights, let me ask you this. Where do they come from? People say, well, they come from God. They're God-given rights. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Here we go again. The God excuse. The last refuge of a man with no answers and no argument. It came from God. Anything we can't describe must have come from God. Personally, folks, I believe that if your rights came from God, He would have given you the right to some food every day, and He would have given you the right to a roof over your head. God would have been looking out for you. God would have been looking out for you. You know that? He wouldn't have been worried about making sure you have a gun so you get drunk on Sunday night and kill your girlfriend's parents. But let's say it's true. Let's say God gave us these rights. Why would He give us a certain number of rights? The Bill of Rights in this country has 10 stipulations, okay? 10 rights. And apparently God was doing sloppy work that week because we've had to amend the Bill of Rights an additional 17 times. So God forgot a couple of things like slavery. Just fucking slipped His mind. But let's say God gave us the original 10. He gave the British 13. The British Bill of Rights has 13 stipulations. The Germans have 29. The Belgians have 25. The Swedish have only 6. And some people in the world have no rights at all. What kind of a fucking goddamn God-given deal is that? No rights at all? Why would God give different people in different countries different numbers of different rights? Boredom? Amusement? Bad arithmetic? Do we find out at long last, after all this time, that God is weak in math skills? Doesn't sound like divine planning to me. sounds more like human planning. Sounds more like one group trying to control another group. In other words, business as usual in America. Now, if you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at the computer, get on the internet, go to Wikipedia. When you get to Wikipedia, in the search field for Wikipedia, I want you to type in Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about your precious fucking rights, okay? All right. You know about it. You know about it. Yeah. In 1942, there were 110,000 Japanese American citizens in good standing, law-abiding people who were thrown into internment camps simply because their parents were born in the wrong country. That's all they did wrong. They had no right to a lawyer, no right to a fair trial, no right to a jury of their peers, no right to due process of any kind. The only right they had, right this way, into the internment camps. Just when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. And rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges. That's all we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. And if you read the news even badly, you know that every year the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter. You see how sooner or later? Yeah. Sooner or later, the people in this country are going to realize the government does not give a fuck about them. Government doesn't care about you or your children or your rights or your welfare or your safety. It simply doesn't give a fuck about you. It's interested in its own power. That's the only thing, keeping it and expanding it wherever possible. Personally, when it comes to rights, I think one of two things is true. I think either we have unlimited rights or we have no rights at all. Personally, I lean toward unlimited rights. I feel, for instance, I have the right to do anything I please. But if I do something you don't like, I think you have the right to kill me. So where are you going to find a fairer fucking deal than that? So the next time some asshole says to you, I have a right to my opinion, you say, oh yeah? Well, I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is you have no right to your opinion. Then shoot the fuck and walk away. Thank you.
Now I'd like to talk about a few things that bring us together, okay? Things that emphasize our similarities instead of our differences, which is all you ever hear about in this country, is our differences. It's all they ever talk about. Politicians and the media, always pushing the things that separate us, things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing. Fairly simple thing. Happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank. You know how I describe the economic and social classes in this country? The upper class keeps all of the money, pays none of the taxes. The middle class pays all of the taxes, does all of the work. The poor are there just to scare the shit out of the middle class. Keep them showing up at those jobs.